Hello and welcome everyone to another week of O.W.R.B, or weekly render red. So your news, your source news, your news source for 3D and VR related news. So this week has been a very, I don't know how to say, it's been a tranquil week. It's been an easy week. So we don't have many news. For starters, we have Rocket 3F 1.7 gets released. Rocket 3F 1.7 is a polygonal modeling tool thought to be fun while used. It has a series of features that make it interesting for some artists. So you can use this like a polygonal modeler that was created to make modeling fun. So it's good. If you're a hard surface modeler or a polygonal modeler, you may find it interesting. It shares part of the base code with Envil, another polygonal modeling app that is under active development right now. It has three main features: support for snapping when scaling sub-objects, a pair of new tools, Edge Path Strip Tool and Edge Path Strip Tool for splines, for adding geometry between two selected edges. So it's like a bridge tool, or I understand that tool like a bridge tool. This version also has a big performance This version also has a big performance and workflow improvements to existing tools. So Rocket 3F is available for Windows 7 Plus. It has a free basic edition, but only for non-commercial use. The Pro edition, that allows to customize UI and tools and adds the functionality from Envil, costs €79. 79 euros. Not too expensive, it's okay. Next, Unite Copenhagen 2019 Keynote recording available. So if you want to know the latest features of Unity that were presented in the Unite Copenhagen 2019, you can check now the keynote of that event. So it includes details of different updates, data-oriented tech stack, Unity simulation, scriptable render pipelines, multiplayer services, and new 2D tools, and more things. So basically, if you use Unity, you have to check this keynote because it's going to be super interesting for you. So I'll put the link in the video description. Next, SpeedTree for Blender. 3DCineTV.com showing his blog the official SpeedTree add-on. Some weeks ago, in the Spanish streaming, it showed a SpeedTree tweet speaking about the official SpeedTree Blender add-on they were developing. So now they gave access to this person, 3DCineTV, to the add-on, and he recorded a video showing how to use the add-on and what SpeedTree is. If you don't know what the SpeedTree is, where have you been? Under a rock or what? Because SpeedTree is like the biggest software related to tree creation, tree or even plants creation. It's been used largely used in cinema, in video games, in whatever. So you have to know SpeedTree, and now it officially supports Blender. I will put the link to this post and the video in the video description. Next, if you're a Maya artist, a Maya animator, you have good news because we have TEP. SquigglyRigs.com released TEP. It's a free cartoon rig equipped with bendy arms and legs, squash and stretch support for the head, and extra sets of limbs with alternative visibility and taper settings. It also features a facial rig that can be switched between normal and evil modes. So if you want an evil character, you have an evil character here. You will need to register your email address on the Squiggly Rigs website to be able to download it, but it's free. So if you are an animator, I think this is a cool rig to do your testing and your personal animations. It's pretty cool. I think it's great. The link in the video description. Next, new Substance Source Signature Series. Substance released a collection of 15 C-themed materials created by Playground Games with the art director Don Arceta. This is the reason why this is signature collection, because it's signed by Don Arceta. It's unusual and it features a wide variety of weird materials, from a ship hull to a full tropical island. So you can get this material, ocean island, and you can create islands with a shader. So I don't know why would you want to have this, but okay. If you find it useful, it's great. However, I really find useful the fish bait ball. For long distance fishes, I think it's pretty cool. It's a pretty neat material. So it's pretty cool. As always, this is available to you under the Substance subscription. The link's in the video description. Luxion ships KeyVR 9.0. So what is KeyVR? KeyVR is basically a way to visualize Kiseop scenes in virtual reality. But not all the Kiseop features are supported. So right now, this is not a VR path tracer. Okay, Kiseop is a path tracer based on Iray, or whatever you want to call it. But KeyVR is not a path tracer. It's just a real-time engine that interprets Kiseop scenes. And in this latest version, they added support for new material types, for glass solid, gem, and dielectric. This latest one supports refraction and light attenuation. Luxion says, and this is what Luxion says, that this provides the most realistic appearance of glass in any VR software. I don't know. I can see that this glass is pretty cool. I acknowledge this. This is pretty cool, but in these pictures, I don't know. I don't like this too much. It's like plastic. It's not like glass. It's like plastic. And yeah, okay, it's not bad, but I don't know if it's the best glass in any VR software, because I saw pretty cool glass materials in Unreal Engine, so I'm not sure. In general, material shading and reflection have been improved, and the workflow has also been improved, including a new move and rotate widget for manipulating scene objects. Scene loading times also were reduced, and this version also adds support for scenes in format KSP or BYP. That is the format that the next major Kiseop update will have, apparently. Already announced, this major version has been already announced, but is not shipping yet. KeyVR is rental only, and it's available. It costs $995 per year, and Kiseop, while it's not rental, it has a wide variety of prices. So it goes from $995 in their HD version up to $3,995 in the enterprise version. So if you want to check what are the differences between the versions, I will put this link in the video description so you can check this. Next, Inkscape. Let me drink a bit. That's cool. Inkscape. Inkscape just entered in beta 1.0 beta 1, available for testing. This beta version offers a new on-canvas options for alignment and spacing of shapes, a new system of how Inkscape handles extensions and command line syntax, and also now it's fully OS X native. So right now, OS X users will have the menus in the top bar of OS X. So it's like a fully native application. Until now it was not a fully native application, now it's a fully native application. I'm too serious today, I know that. But I'm tired, so I'm a bit serious. Ziva Dynamics released Ziva VFX 1.7. Ziva is a soft tissue simulation plugin for Maya. The idea is to be able to accurately simulate soft tissues in a directable way. So it's a predictable way, and you can like define how would you like to have this tissue shape to be. So now it adds ability to be able to tweak the silhouette of the character with the new art directable rest shapes system. That is what we see here. Basically, the user sculpts the desired result and then the changes got transferred to the simulation. So it's not like a morph, because it's not going to morph. It's like a way to define the shape you would love to have in that position. And the simulation will still be currently simulated, but will be like pushed over to that shape. So it's like a way to direct shapes. And that's it. Ziva VFX 1.7 is available for Maya 2016 and up, and for Windows 7 and up and Linux. Ziva VFX Indie license for productions under $500,000 per year, with a revenue of less than $500,000 per year, costs $50 per month or $500 per year. Ziva VFX Studio for large projects is priced at $1,800 and $800 per year. The good news is that they offer also perpetual licenses upon request. So they are not rental only. Yes, the perpetual license price is not public, but you can contact them. Next, Adobe ships Fresco 1.0. And Fresco 1.0, Fresco is an iPad app that combines vector drawing with AI-based shapes and effects. So it's pretty cool to be able to do this, and it seems it's more or less easy using the oil brushes or the different effects it has. So pretty cool. I think it's pretty cool. You should test it. I don't know the price because I have not found it in the App Store, but it seems pretty cool. If you have an iPad and an Apple Pencil, or an iPad with another kind of pencil probably, then you can enjoy this app. Next news, Radium Pro Render for Blender 2.8 gets full spectrum rendering. And what is full spectrum rendering? Well, full spectrum rendering is like what it's happening right now in Blender with Eevee and cycles, but they want to cover the middle steps. So right now, if you see here, you have the rasterized, call it how you want. It's a standard viewport mode. The rasterized mode is based on Vulkan, and then you have the hybrid for advanced. They say for advanced viewport creation, and the biased photorealism and path traced reality. So these three are based on Vulkan, so it's a rasterizer with ray tracing over it. So it's more similar to a mixed system where you can get very good results, but also very good performance. So it seems to be pretty good. I really like the idea. I have not tested it yet, but I really like the idea and the concept. So pretty neat. RPR is based on OpenCL and now also on Vulkan. And basically the full spectrum rendering, I'm reading now the text because I have to read it, adds an option to have a rasterizer with ray tracing effects over it with different levels of detail and accuracy. Radium Render for Blender 2.8 is free and you can download it whenever you want. I will put the link to this post in the video description. Next, CG Press gave a news that HLSL shader fundamentals is now free. So if you are a programmer wannabe or a programmer that just don't know how to program HLSL shaders, now this set of tutorials is completely free. It's a bit old, but I think it can be used as of today because I think the syntax is the same. So it's pretty cool that Ben Clower, the co-author of ShaderFX, published this in YouTube. So I will put the link in the video description. And it seems that they released one video per day. So you can check the videos in YouTube, or you can download the full DVD image with all the shaders and everything in the video description of this video. So I will put the link in the video description. And that's it for the 3D news. Now we go to the VR news, because this has been an exciting week for VR, because we had Oculus Connect 6, and in this Oculus Connect we got a ton of news, especially related to this, the Oculus Quest. Right now, in my opinion, I have a long experience with the HTC Vive and the HTC Vive Pro and the Windows Mixed Reality headsets and with other headsets. And I think right now, even with the Valve Index resolution and the refresh rate of 120 Hz, I think the best headset in the market right now is the Quest. But it has a limitation, that it was an Android-based Quest. It was an Android-based headset. So you can only run with a limited power, with a limited visual, I don't know. The VFX is like, it's limited. But it has no cable. So right now they announced two very exciting things for the Oculus Quest. The first one is that they announced hand tracking for the Oculus Quest. And it's not standard hand tracking like the HTC Vive or the Vive Pro, sorry. It's not a standard hand tracking, because they don't just hand track, they don't just visually track our hands, but they use a trained model with machine learning to define where the hands, what is the position of the hand. So if you know Leap Motion, if you are a VR developer or you are a VR enthusiast, you may know Leap Motion. Leap Motion is a camera that you can put in front of your headset, and it will track your hands with more or less accuracy. But the problem is that it will have many problems with occlusions, and if you have this pose, for example, this pose of the hand, it won't know what are the pose of these fingers. It seems that the highly trained model of Oculus will be able to predict what should be the pose of these fingers. So theoretically we will get a much better experience with our virtual hands with this kind of hand tracking. So I'm really excited, and I'm willing to test this as soon as possible, because it seems amazing. So we will get this in early 2020. Next, they announced also Oculus Link, and this is the reason why I think the Oculus Quest is the best headset in the market. No matter what, the best headset in the market. Because now, if you have an Oculus Quest, you have a PC headset. That's it. You are going to be able to connect the headset with the USB-C port it has to the PC, and you are going to be able to play PC games in the Oculus Quest. Of course, it's yet tethered via cable, but it will be their target is to make it untethered, so to make it work over Wi-Fi. So this is going to be pretty cool. I really love to have this as a tethered solution with cable. I prefer the Wi-Fi version, but for now it's great, because for developing, for example, they introduced a new feature that we don't have to build the full application, copy it to the headset, and then test the application. Now we just have to press play, and we will have the application experience in the headset. And this is pretty awesome and a time saver for developers. So pretty good news here. Also, they announced Pass-Through Plus for Quest, that you can enable your camera to pass through vision whenever you want. So that's cool. I just hope they improve the frame rate, because right now when I see those pass-through cameras, it's a bit dizzy. I get a bit dizzy because the frame rate is too bad. So I hope they could enable the pass-through frame rate. And also the Oculus Go apps are now available to Quest users. That's pretty cool. They announced other things like Facebook Horizon, that is going to be like an open world. I don't know if you know Second Life. It seems to be like a mixture between Second Life and other things. I'm not sure what it's going to be. But I don't know, coming from Oculus, it seems at the same time exciting and frightening. So I'm not sure what to think about this. But this looks cool. And in the future, the idea is to have a collaborative place to work and to hang out with other people in VR. They are also working in virtual avatars of ourselves with a scanned version of ourselves and with a system that will recognize our eye gesture and our mouth, and we are going to be able to gesticulate, to make gestures with our face, and our avatar is going to reproduce those gestures without trouble. So the future, it's frightening and at the same time it's very bright. It's pretty awesome. They also announced some kind of live maps. They want to recognize all the real environment they can using standard devices like your mobile phone, and with that they want that we could have a real version or a virtual version of a real world in an easy way. So you will be able to hang out with a friend in your house or show your house to other people, or just if you want to know where is your friend and you want to see, I don't know, whatever you want, you are going to be able. So at the same time, this is exciting and this is frightening coming from Facebook or coming from anyone, to be honest, because this is a lot of information. So I still have hopes that you are going to be able to disable the recognition of this, but in the end, with the Oculus Quest, you are already showing your reality to Facebook, because the Oculus needs to recognize your space. So I don't know. It is what it is. I think it will take good things and bad things. I don't know. Next, they announced several games and several new titles, but they also announced the second version of Half Dome, an experimental headset where they work with variable focus, the ability to be able to focus in a different place in VR. So right now they developed an where is the tool? Well, they developed a system that is the electronic varifocal lenses that will allow to do what you can see here, that is to change the focus in VR. They can detect where you're looking with cameras, and with that they are going to enable the variance of the focusing points. So it's pretty cool. And finally, or at last but not least, they announced that they are working in an XR or AR glasses. So an augmented reality or a mixed reality glasses being developed by Oculus, by Facebook or Oculus. So pretty new news, pretty good news. I don't know if they said that the product won't be in the market for some years, so probably I want to say that in maybe 3 years. Man, I have high hopes that they don't overprice this product, because right now HoloLens or the other headset, it's around, come on, those prices, $3,000. What are you thinking about, Microsoft? I think that can be used by many users. I don't know, $3,000. It's too much. I'm sorry, it's too much. So I hope they price the XR glasses in a price more similar to the Oculus Quest for €400 or $400, $300, $500, but not more than $500. I have high hopes for that. And that's it. These are the news for this week in O.W.R.B, or weekly render break. So if you liked it, please subscribe, press the little bell, and we will see each other next week in the next news. Bye!